Good morning, everybody. What we're doing today is I'm wrapping up this rototiller. I got the shaft in place yesterday. I think it's called the shaft. I don't know if they call it the tiller part, but anyway, this bottom piece down here with all the black new tines on it, I got that in place, got the new bearing on it. I had to run the tap and die set on that bolt and the end of the shaft here that threads in there. That kind of helps hold it from sliding side to side. I do need to go get some stuff to make a gasket for it, because that yellow plate right there goes on the end of the gearbox here, and then I have to get like a gallon of gear lube so I can fill that, and I got to tighten all the bolts up, and then we can test this thing out, fire it up and test it out. I also have to, this bracket here goes right about here, and it's broken, so I need to tack or weld that back on there. But other than that, it's really close to being done. So I'm going to grab the gear lube that I need, the gasket stuff I need. Then we can just tighten everything up, put her all back together, and go test it out. Okay, I am back from doing my running. So now I got to peel this old gasket off, and I've got some of that RTV crap to make a new gasket. I'm hoping it works good. I'm kind of like at a 50% success rate with this stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm gonna go ahead, get this all cleaned up, get that old gasket off of there and get that cleaned up, and then I can put that goopy crap on there and put her back together. We'll see if it works. According to the directions, you're supposed to put it on there, put the plate on there, and put the bolts in it and leave them finger tight for an hour. And then after an hour, then you torque them to spec and then let it dry. I'm gonna go by the directions and see if it works. Because usually I'll put the stuff on there, crank it right down, and in my mind it's good to go. But we're gonna do this by the directions and find out. I got all the bolts tightened up now. I also put this end cap on, and I got the bearing all set in place, got it all tightened up. I got it full of grease, but it hasn't quite been an hour yet, so I need to stall a little more before I can torque this end panel down. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go home, grab some lunch, and by the time I get back from there, it should be about an hour, and I should be able to torque those down and hopefully fill her with gear lube and take this thing on its trial run. All right, I am back from filling my belly. So now we need to torque these bolts down and fill her with gear lube. You know, because I'm using an actual torque wrench. The trick is now to do this without making a flippin' mess. So far, so good. Ooh, 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 ooh. The beauty of it is it's warm enough out that this gear lube flows freely and not thick. All right, gear lube's in. I'm not seeing anything dripping. So now I got to clean this mess up, clean the tools up and everything. I need to tack weld this, but I'm not going to tack weld it just yet. I want to fire this thing up and kind of give it a test run to see how it's going to work. So let me clean these tools up and I'll get back with you when we go to test it. All right, let's go see how this bad boy works. I'd say it does a pretty good job. Wow, that's night and day difference between what it was doing. I'm impressed. It just turned right to powder. Beautiful. I have spent the last hour of looking for our backpack sprayer. We got it's like a 5-gallon backpack sprayer. It goes on your back. And I cannot find that thing for the life of me anywhere. I've been looking everywhere, just can't find it. So, I don't know if somebody borrowed it or what, but I don't know. It's got to be around here somewhere. I have a few areas of a couple fields that need to be sprayed. They've got like weeds coming up through them, and they just need a little attention is all they need. Because I mean, they're not big areas. They're, I don't know, like maybe the size of this trailer. So I figured I'd get the backpack sprayer, just walk out there and spray the little areas here and there, but I don't know where it's at. At any rate, I'm gonna keep looking for that, I think. Maybe I'll make some phone calls, see if I can figure out where it's at. All right, folks, I have some things that need to be addressed here at home. So I am going to call this a day for, at least for filming, or you know what I mean. We're gonna end the video here. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.